When we become passionate about something, we tend to spend time to learn more about it. We put our full thrust, our full attention we give to it. And as we begin to put that attention toward it, we begin to become more knowledgeable and more enthusiastic.
Born to Achieve. Born to Achieve. Welcome to Born to Achieve podcast, the show that inspires and motivates you to unlock your full potential and achieve your goals. With your host, Warren Andrew Pinder. Let's get started on this week's episode of Born to Achieve. Born to Achieve.
Hi, everyone. This episode, we're going to be talking about walking in your purpose. We all are passionate about something that gets us extremely excited. Something that we rant about, we are just, that gets us, and we got to just express ourselves like no other. It's just so exciting that, no one knows better than us, or no one can tell us anything different about what we're talking about. This could be sports, it could be music, it could be, about a boat you like, motorbikes, your interest in cars, politics, things that, it could be religion, it could be whatever, but it's something that just gets us extremely excited, and we are driven to have to speak our examples, just to give off what we think for the moment on the topic, our view, basically. And this is when we're saying that, we begin to identify these things as where, our point and the interest, because we have, we're so interested in these, in light of this, that we tend to really pay attention, and we tend to learn what we can. We open our ears and our minds to understanding more about these topics. And this is where we begin to understand that, that our interest drives us to it. And sometimes we are forced to move, or forced to act upon what our feelings, our emotions are with this self-interest, so we begin to feel like we're a part of it, and it becomes a part of us. And that's where sometimes we begin to realize that our purpose could be sought or understood from our interests. When we become passionate about something, we tend to spend time to learn more about it. We put our full thrust, our full attention we give to it. And as we begin to put that attention toward it, we begin to become more knowledgeable and more enthusiastic about acting upon things that when these matters are mentioned. So I'm kind of like driving your thought process to the fact that maybe when you find yourself really loving something as much as you do, that it makes you want to get up and defend it, or makes you want to get up and speak about it, or makes you want to get up and say, you just have to share it. Is it that, that really where your purpose could be driving you to walking toward what it is that makes you happy? Of course, happiness starts and comes from us doing what we love. When we become passionate about what it is that we are doing, that it becomes effortless, and it becomes a part of our daily routine of something we love to do. That is something that you got to understand, that from above, we've been given, our life has been determined from when we were in the womb, and it's a purpose for our lives. But we need to understand and figure that purpose out. And this is where I'm just saying that maybe we're being led toward, maybe we're being channeled to walking into that purpose. Many think about times where that you would have just come across something that you truly enjoy, that you just, the experience of something that you would have tasted something. And, or like, for instance, you begin to work on your car. Young man just decide that, I'm going to try and see if I can go and learn how to fix my car. And all of a sudden now he's fixing his sister's car, or he's experimenting on someone else's car. You can go through the learning process of messing up someone's car. You'll be now wanting to change something on your car. All of a sudden, you just can't stay out of the hood because you found something you love. It needs to be said that may be a hobby. But when you leave that point that you are interested in, you begin to reading all these books on cars. You begin to, you're always looking at something. What type of car is that? You gravitate, you're on YouTube all the time seeking, and then all of a sudden you're the authority on it. You're speaking about it. No one knows more than you on it. But yet you're working in the bank, but every weekend or every time you have a piece of tool trying to enhance a car, it's saying, I'm just saying this is how we can understand that we are led to walk in that purpose. It's the same with someone, a person in the kitchen cooking food, always experimenting with a dish, always creating a new dish. And they love it, and they want to taste, and they're sharing it with everyone, and have everyone wanting to taste that creation that they're making. It's that they feel and are truly confident that what they're doing is just a part of what they're supposed to do, because they found what they love and they're passionate about what they love. So they are continuously enhancing it and working toward making it better. You're speaking on it. You're, again, self-interest. You're teaching yourself how to continue to do what you love. And then all of a sudden, some people, a light bulb turns on, and next thing you know, they're in business. They're actually decide to open up a restaurant or some type of catering, because it came out of what they walked into what happens to be their purpose.
Thank you for joining today's podcast. We'll be right back.
Achieve Man, written by Warren Andrew Pinder and Dominique Bradford. This book passionately focuses on the challenges women have been made to go through and how to overcome them. In some cultures, being a woman disadvantages the girl child. This book carefully exposes the hurdles you might face. This masterpiece is the ultimate self-help guide for women. It reveals your true purpose and identity. Get your copy today. Available from Amazon.
We now return to today's podcast.
A lot of times we may not pay attention to it sometimes, but that's why you can find, you said that there's just some, you may have been playing tennis with someone and somebody just have this natural ability. Don't give, you're interested in it. That's what you want to do. And this person just have the ability to do it. You have to work extremely hard to do it. But some persons are just led to be good because they found exactly what it is that, they may have been born to do. And without saying, this is just a thought process that we have to continuously learn to walk in our purpose. We have to understand that as we were all born, we are here on earth for a reason, for a purpose beyond just going through life. What is our life purpose? Walking in your purpose will bring joy, will bring you happiness. You will be able to become so much better at what you do. You'll be able to invest the time. You will go above and beyond when you find that purpose. Nothing will stop you, because that is that you've found exactly what in your mind, your heart, and your soul connect to that thing that is driving you to become your ultimate authentic self. And when you're acting upon what it is that you were created to do, and you found that, and you're able now to really feel it, you're able to touch, see, and develop the skills that you were born with, that you were brought to life. These things become so powerful that your passion goes off the chart. Nothing can stop you. Living in your purpose, walking in your purpose, is what each and every one of us should seek to find exactly what it is that God has given us, has created us uniquely with the gift to develop. It's not what you can do or how we start, but it's what we can develop by putting time, by going day and night and just trying your best to do what it is that will make you happy. And that is what life is. Finding the ultimate connection of your vocation, of your intellect, of a peace of mind, that when you work, it's not hard, that you are doing something that is just natural for you because that is what you were created to do. Walking in your purpose is a part of you finding your happiness in life. That is what we are, and that is what God wants us to walk. So when we find that interest, sometimes you may just not understand. You may be doing it as a hobby or whatever, but you'll become great at something because that is what you're passionate about. And when you're passionate, believe me, enhance it. We just need to walk in our purpose, and we'll be able to live a happy life. You'll be able to fulfill your dreams and your goals easily because it's connected. That is what we've been able to we'll be able to accomplish that and put together, fuse that connection of our existence into our vocation and understanding of what it is that we want. Once we begin to understand exactly what makes us happy, and we'll get exactly what we want. This walking in our purpose is just a part of life that we should try to develop in order of finding happiness.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Born to Achieve. Born to Achieve. We hope you found it informative, inspiring, and motivating. Born to Achieve. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and family. Stay focused on your goals, and we'll see you on the next episode of Born to Achieve. Born to Achieve. Born to Achieve.